Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm really glad you found this video. Today, we're continuing our series on how to build a real online business from scratch. And this time, we're talking about one of the most important steps in the entire journey, turning an idea into an actual business. So many people get stuck at the idea stage. They have something exciting in their mind, but they don't know how to validate it, shape it, or turn it into something real. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact steps you need to turn a simple idea into a real, viable business, something you can launch, grow, and eventually scale. We'll talk about testing your idea, understanding your market, finding out if people will actually buy it, and making the shift from this could work to I know exactly what to do next. If you've ever had a business idea and didn't know where to start, this is the video you've been waiting for. If we haven't met, I'm Pez Elias. I've been in e-commerce for 17 years, sold millions online, and now I'm breaking everything down so you can start and grow your own online business. Let's jump in. Ever have that light bulb moment? You know, that $1 million idea pops into your head and you just think, okay, now what? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. We are walking through step by step how you can take a simple idea and forge it into a real living, breathing business. And yeah, this really hits the nail on the head. So many of us get hung up on the idea itself, but an idea is just the starting line. It's not the whole race. It's the spark, sure, but you've still got to build the engine that makes the idea run. So, what is the secret sauce that takes you from brainstorming on a napkin to actually building a company? It all comes down to having a solid foundation. Look, if you want to build something that actually lasts, your idea needs to be more than just clever. It has to be grounded in strategy. A really powerful business concept isn't just one thing. It's actually where three critical components meet. So let's look at what they are in detail. First up, the customer. And I mean really knowing them. It's not enough to say people who like coffee. Who are they? What keeps them up at night? What are their biggest frustrations? What actually makes them tick? If you can't paint a crystal clear picture of your ideal customer, you're basically just building in the dark. Second, the problem. You have to remember the best businesses aren't just selling a cool product, they're selling a solution to a real nagging pain point. Is the problem you're solving actually painful enough that people are out there right now looking for a way to fix it? And are they willing to open their wallets for that fix? Without a real problem, your solution is just a novelty. And finally, the business model. This is the engine that actually makes the whole thing go. How are you going to reach your customers? How will you deliver your amazing solution? And the big one, how are you going to get paid for it and keep getting paid? This is what separates a fun hobby from an actual business. Okay, so you've got these three pillars, right? Customer, problem, and business model. Think of them like the legs of a stool. What happens if you try to sit on that stool and one of the legs is just gone? Let's look at these common traps because so many people fall into them. So let's say you've got your customer dialed in and you totally get their problem. That's awesome. You've got real empathy. But with no business model, there's no money coming in. You might be doing really important work, but you're on a one-way street to complete burnout because there's just no income to keep the lights on. Now let's flip it. You see a problem and you even have a brilliant model for how to make money solving it, but who are you selling it to? If you don't have a specific customer in mind, you've basically built a fantastic product for an empty room. This is that classic story of creating a solution for a problem that nobody actually has. Here's the last trap. You know your customer and you've got a way to reach them and make money, but what you're selling them, it doesn't solve a real burning problem. What you get is just indifference. People might say, oh, that's kind of neat, but they're not going to pull out their credit card. There's no urgency. And this is where the magic happens. Right there in the center where a specific customer, a real problem, and a solid business model all overlap. That's not just a fuzzy idea anymore. That is a blueprint for a business that's built to last. All right. You have your blueprint. Now, this next step is absolutely crucial, but it's the one most people try to skip because it's not glamorous. What I'm referring to is validation. Before you spend a single dime or a single hour building anything, you have to prove that people will actually want it. So How do you do that? It's actually pretty simple. Two ways. First, customer discovery interviews. Actually get out and talk to your potential customers. The key here is to listen, not to sell. Just ask them about their frustrations. Second, market research. Dive into places like Reddit, Facebook groups, online forums. See if people are already complaining about the very problem you want to solve. This is how you avoid building something for that empty room. So once you've validated your idea and you have real proof that people are interested, now it's time to build. This is where your plan on paper starts to become something real, something people can actually touch and use. But remember, the key here is to start small. Okay, so let's break this down. First, your product or service. It doesn't need all the bells and whistles. It just needs to solve that one core problem really well. Second, your brand. A simple name, a basic logo. Third, your website. Use something like Shopify or Squarespace to get a simple digital storefront up and running. And fourth, your basic systems for things like taking payments. The goal here is not perfection, it's function. Just get it working. Okay, you've built your first version. Now comes the moment of truth, the launch. But here's the thing, don't think of the launch as the finish line. Think of it as the starting line of your real education. This is where the learning truly begins. So how do you launch without a giant marketing budget? You start small and you get strategic. Don't try to reach everybody, just focus on a tiny specific group of people. Go where they already are online, pick one, maybe two social media platforms and really engage there. You can run some small, cheap ad campaigns, not to get a million sales, but just to get some initial data. And here's the most important part, you have to collect feedback. Every early customer is like a paid consultant. The data and reviews you get are pure gold. They tell you exactly what to do next. So, we've gone from a spark of an idea all the way to launch, but let's zoom out for a minute. The real goal here isn't just to launch a business, it's to build a valuable, sustainable asset, something that could even be sold one day. The businesses that truly go the distance and create real lasting value, they absolutely nail these four things. First, a great product that is a genuine gift to their customers. Second, a strong brand that people know and trust. It's like a shield in a noisy market. Third, exceptional marketing that acts like a magnet, constantly pulling in the right people. And finally, a totally seamless buying experience that makes it effortless for people to buy. If you master these, you're not just running a business, you're building a real asset. And really, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? Your idea is the spark. But turning that spark into a roaring fire takes strategy, validation, execution, and a relentless focus on solving a real problem for a real customer. So the only question left is, are you ready to build the fire? Thanks so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate you being here. If this video helps you and you've been watching this series because you really want to build something of your own, then I want to share something with you. The How to Start an Online Business Master Academy course was created for people exactly like you. People who have the drive and the ideas, but want real guidance, real clarity, and real support along the way. Inside the Master Academy course, I've taken everything I've learned over the years of building online businesses and put it into a step-by-step program that's simple, structured, and meant to remove the overwhelm. You're not just watching lessons, you're working through guided exercises, templates, and practical examples that help you move forward with confidence. If you're at the point where you're ready to stop hesitating and start building the future you've imagined, I truly believe this Master Academy course can make that journey easier and clearer. You can find all the details in the link below. Take a look and see if it feels right for you. And if this video supported you in any way, it would mean a lot if you liked, subscribe, and turn on notifications so I can keep helping you in the next videos of this series. Thank you again for spending your time here. I'll see you in the next one or inside the Master Academy. Thanks again.